Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another full game. I'm rolling once again with Draft Champions. Can't see my opponent's team, but this is my team. I actually drafted the Minnesota Vikings offense and defensive playbooks. Once again, when I do Draft Champions, I always I choose select books that I like the defense because defense is such a key thing. Looked at Minnesota as far as a playbook. There's some meta formations in there that a lot of players use, but some of the off meta formations, I didn't really see anything spectacular. But I do like a nice little inside dive, just because it's just a fast hitting run and it's something you can use. So I'm in a third and long type of situation. I didn't really make my progressions and reads really good. The circle on the backside was wide open, so I just take off my quarterback. This guy misses his tackle, and as a result, I'm able to go and pick up a first down in a third and long. So back here once again, find a little spot route right here. He was pulling his coverages back over the top, and as a result, I'm able to go ahead and pick up another first down. So 1st and 10 situation, go back to this fullback dive out of this strong slot formation, and get a nice little running animation right there by my tight end. I'll be able to pick up 8 yards on the ground. Here's a really good play. I'll probably break this down on how I like to run it, but it's got man and zone beaters, so it's a good play to go ahead and throw into your scheme, and it's out of Minnesota, so I think I'll break that down for the channel. And this is another passing concept that I've been labbing recently that I found that it actually gives you very easy and fast, easy progressions. Those out routes with tight ends at the line of scrimmage actually are pretty effective. So right here, he's got 8 people in the box. I'm hoping for some good blocking, but one of my blockers doesn't hold his block, and he actually gets a nice little block shot right here. And I'm thinking the way this guy's he's aligned, everything looks like it's a man coverage, and it is. I put a curl out there and actually try to rack it into the end zone, but I get it down to the 2-yard line, and then I jump into basically a red zone play. That if I read it correctly, I generally threw the ball in. He did not protect the seams with the running back, and he was going to plug the ball in for an easy touchdown. So on defense, I've been running the nickel wide 9 defense on a nickel, but I don't seem to have any kind of effective way to get pressure. So I've basically ditched that, and for this particular this gameplay, you're going to see me using just a double A gap the entire way through. My base defense I like to run is to basically put my my flat zones, my sky blue zones, put them at 25-yard depth, and then what I'll do is that I'm running cover 2. I'm going to go and take my outside defenders on the defensive line and put them at curl flats, and then drop a middle third in the middle of the field and just play the middle of the field. The problem with this particular defense is that it's not necessarily stout against the run, so I'm going to start experimenting with this version of this defense, which is basically cover 4. It's going to get more guys in run fits, and you can see right here the way I set it up, he didn't know where to go with the ball. I got rid of it. So this guy was a scrambler with his quarterback. He made one real fast read. If he didn't see it, he just tried to see if the play would break down and take off with the quarterback. But what I was struggling with this defense is basically defending the run. Right here, once again, he takes off. I've got no guys over there. Jackson actually takes off, and look at this run by his quarterback. He's able to go and pick up a good 25 yards and get the ball down to the 7-yard line off that run. So really, really good. Going to cover 2 with contains right here. In this type of situation, he takes the ball with the running back, and actually I'm going to go ahead and seal him up right there. And then once again, he actually has a couple of guys just going across the middle, and he just overwhelmed. He just flooded the zone. He's able to go and pick up a touchdown. So really good drive right there for him. He's able to go and do fairly well. Now here's the concept I'll probably be working on. It's basically an angle route. We've got a flat, and then you have a deep comeback route on the back end side. I'm going to break that play down a little bit more for you, but it's just a way to use that angle out route and then have progressions on top of it. Right here, I don't know if I probably could have got a little bit more yardage if I waited just a little bit longer, but I felt the pressure coming in. And back to this play again. Flat is available with the quick out, able to go and pick up some yards right there. I've got the little angle route to check down to underneath. No huddle, 34 seconds left. I probably should have burnt a timeout right here just to reset. He's got man coverage. The crosser going to the left side, missed it. That was a bad read, so I just took off my quarterback and danced the sideline to pick up a few yards. Right here I've got a whip route and basically the seam route. The dig route on the backside is open, but the ball just gets misthrown, and unfortunately my guy does not come up with it. So that was a huge play. 3rd and 7 situation, I feel like I could have got that. My wide receiver was past the defender, but I get a bad animation with the throw, and as a result, he actually picks it off, and he closes out the half with the score tied 7-7, and he's getting the ball back. So he is in the driver's seat right now. If he scores against me, then I'm in some serious trouble. Goes into play action right here, and you can see he doesn't have any reads after that. And luckily for me, that ball was completely overthrown. So back on 2nd and 10 situation, now I'm running this particular defense. He actually hits a quick little whip on the outside and gets a 8 yards there in that type of situation. 3rd and 2 situation, runs with the ball. Nice little inside seam. He's able to go and get a first down. So back to this defense. Now I actually switched things up. I'm going with a cover 3 shell. The defender comes down and plays the run for me, so he cleaned up on that. He's in a trip set. Once again, just a basic cover 2 right here, and he finds the inside seam with the dig route and gets a first down. Now I'm going to go basically with a cover 3 once again, but I'm going to use a very aggressive blitz. His guy actually goes ahead and hits the seam. He has to use a wham play out of that deuce formation and picks up a first down. So here's a little trick I've discovered too, is that if you want to get better run fits, just pull your linebackers out if you anticipate your guy's going to run, and that'll pull people out. Right here I go into a cover 3 shell. He's got a crosser. I get a nice animation for me. The ball gets knocked out. Now I go with a cover 3 shell again. I've got a 3-ruck hook over the middle with my safety and basically send the pressure after him. He doesn't have a read. And right here I pick up the ball off of a sack fumble, and you can see Clark just stops running. He's just walking into the end zone. Unfortunately, he just had enough of a lead start to be able to put the ball in the end zone. So anytime you can get a fumble and basically get a stop, it's just a huge thing. So right here it goes with a play action play. I've got basically that crosser locked up, and he just took off this quarterback. So this guy was running with his quarterback. I do QB contains on this and this heavy set. As you can see right here, basically he takes it outside. Fortunately for me, my corner's there to go and play that and stop it. Now he's got basically a wide formation. I'm using flats right here. He's got a little crossy route because the pressure comes in. It threw off the timing of his throw. Same play over again. Actually, he had a check and release with the running back. A nice read by him. He's able to go and check it down and pick up a first down on a fourth and goal 1. So that could have been a situation where it basically would have tied up the game. Right here, I had a seam guy come down, so he actually had like a little wheel route that came up. Seam came down and played it perfectly. Here I go with the pressure once again. He hits the inside route. So he was seeing that I was playing the sidelines, and anytime I try to protect the inside, that was actually messing him up right here. So he's got basically checked down, and once again he's taking off this quarterback. But fortunately for me, I get a phenomenal animation right here with a fumble recovery. And I think it's because I had my tackling on aggressive, and as a result I'm able to go and knock a ball out and get another touchdown. So worked out for me right there. Great situation, up by 2 scores, 3 minutes left. Basically, if we get one more stop, the game's over with. As a result, he keeps attacking the inside. So that's fine. I have no problem with him attacking the inside. This is exactly what I'm supposed to do. Right here, I jump into man coverages, and the crossing route actually gets wide open. And actually, I think he blocked 6, and that picked up the blitz completely, so I didn't get anybody in there. I'm going to go and switch it back up again with my defense, and I'm going to go basically with a cover 2 shell. I pick up the wrong guy, but I'm just going to go ahead and manually drop this guy down, and right here he throws right over the top. But here's the cool thing about having those safeties out there. They can deflect those balls away, at least make a play on the ball. Back in cover 2 again. I don't actually put anybody in the middle zone, and he takes off this quarterback. He actually just has nowhere to go with it. He chucks it up in the middle of coverages, and as a result I come down with it. And that is basically it. This game is donezo for this guy. So, guys, I'll probably break down a few different plays in the Minnesota playbook. There's not really any great stuff in there. But once again, guys, thank you for your support. And until next time.